Timothy.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
Nick woke me up.
That was the plan.
All right. Uncle Tim, do you want to say anything about your book?
Do I want to say anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's two main
everyone excited.
Well, there's two main things we're working on. I've really fallen in love with the biography of Asanga. I don't know why. I'm very attracted to it. And we had just finished in the last term. We did 2 classes on it instead of 1, and we got into his whole when he came out of retreat and he finally met Maitreya. And my favorite part of it is where we left off is where Master Asanga is whining to Maitreya. Is like, where the hell have you been? Like, he's like, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. And Maitreya is like, well, if you just don't have the seeds, it doesn't really matter. I can't send the rain of the Dharma down. You don't have the seeds yet. And it's really a beautiful description of, once you have the seeds of compassion, then your seeds of wisdom can ripen. For me, it just seemed like it's a really cool idea.
Cool.
And then on the other side, where we left off in the debate about an innovator, our Kachik is it's basically trying to prove to us, it's trying to say there's more than 2 innovators. And he's trying to give us they're trying to give us all these different people who could be innovators, but then we're getting closer and closer to the definition of what is an innovator in our Ranglook.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. And again, Tim's book is quite long. It would take over 50 years to finish it. It's 8 books actually in the Tibetan, and it's all a commentary to a poem written by Maitreya, written by the next Buddha to come in this world, and given to Asanga to share with us. He's the half brother of Stanley's author, Vasubandhu. They have the same mother. Yeah. So these two sages are responsible for a lot of the Geshe course. Just 2 people are responsible for. In the monastery, you will spend 14 years studying their books, and these 2 guys are amazing. Okay, so let's go to the Tim's book. Okay, this thing is irritating to me. How do I get rid of this thing? Okay, all right. Here's a progress report for Tim's book. The person who wrote his book wrote, if you translate it in English, this teacher named Kedrup Demba Dargye, he wrote 20,000 pages of very deep books. And those are the textbooks for our monastery, Serame Monastery. Those are the textbooks that we use in the Geshe program. And if you translate it into English, his total output is about 20,000 pages, and it's unbelievable. And we just finished Sugeng's book. We just finished the final translations, and there's amazing biography. We worked very hard on his biography. There is no biography of this person that you can easily find. Somebody from one of my teachers tried to write a biography, but it's not very detailed. Because of John Brady's work, we were able to put together a good biography of him, and it's very beautiful and it's very interesting, and there's a mystery in his life, is that we don't know who was his teacher. It's a mystery who was his teacher. He wrote 20,000 pages of beautiful, beautiful wisdom. And we don't have any clear information about his own teacher, which is something very strange. And in Sugeng's book, which will be coming out soon, we talk about that mystery, and we have a very interesting ideas about that mystery. So you have to get Sugeng's book if you want to know about it. All right. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, I think we can finish Tim's first book in about 2 years, which is not bad. His book will be divided into how many? I think 12 books, something. 8 books. No,
It's 8 chapters, but I think
Eight
one of them is
chapters.
split into 2
I
parts.
think one of them is split into 3.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Anyway, it's gonna be like, yeah, here we go. It's gonna be 12 books or something. Okay, let's not talk about it. It's depressing. All right. Okay, so as Tim mentioned, we've been reading the biography of Asanga. Let me see here. Hang on. Come on.
If you put a space between term and 20, it'll pop
Oh
up.
yeah, I just can't see it because I got the.
Oh, you got the thing, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let me get this back here. Okay. All right. Does this look familiar to you, Tim?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe Word can check your pronunciation.
Tene, doje dundu, sherchingi, dore rinpoche, seidun nunto.
Che,
Eh? Say?
Rinpoche, Che,
Rinpoche. Oh, Che. Okay. Rinpoche. Seidun nuntuk lamki rinpa
Bedun,
Bedun. Bedun nuntuk tok. Lamgi rinpa sangwar tunpe pencha sumpar. Shupe jesun jampa gunpa. Sherchin ki dode rinpoche. Bedun chanchu lamki rinpa tunpe. Pencha nunpar tokpe. Gentang. Hi, Emily.
You want to say hi? Oh,
He's asleep. Okay, okay.
Dode gen tang, chenam nitang, gulamate, chuna samso.
Yeah, good. Okay. All right. Dene, what's a dulja, Tim?
A student.
Yeah, a student. For the sake of the student, he took the Beidin,
The hidden meaning.
the hidden meaning of the precious books on the perfection of wisdom, and he took out the Nguntok, Lamkirimba. Yeah.
The path to direct realizations.
Yeah, the stages of the
Not
path.
the path
to
to the direct.
realization.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sangwa means, do you know?
Like, kind of like because.
This one means
Yeah.
in their entirety.
Entirety. Oh, it's in its entirety. I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And he wrote a denture,
A classical commentary.
yeah, explaining all of the secret points of the Bodo Bolomito, perfection of wisdom.
Mhm.
And he asked Maitreya, could you just, give us some books about the perfection of wisdom, the most deep meaning of the perfection of wisdom? And then Jetsun Jamba,
Well, my Lord Maitreya.
Lord Maitreya, Gumbo, that protector, he took the Beidin of the Prajnaparamita,
He took the hidden meaning of the perfection of wisdom.
and he wrote the Ngantokyen.
the Jewel of Realization.
Yeah, and again, it's only like 75 pages, and we spent 12 years on it in the monastery, and it takes 45 minutes to recite it, and it's unbelievable. Okay.
So I'm confused here. So Master Osanga wrote a commentary and then he asked.
No, he requested.
He requested that he write a commentary, and
Yeah.
then okay, I see. So he requested him to do that, and then he did it. I see.
Yeah, and not only he wrote one, he wrote five.
Five, right? Okay,
Yeah. So he wrote Wentoken.
right there. The book that we're reading right now.
Yeah, and it's a little delicate why it's called a tencha. Why is that? Why isn't it called a do?
Because Arya Sangha
Mhm.
wrote what Lord Maitreya said.
You could say that.
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big debate about Maitreya. He's not a Buddha yet, supposed to be. I don't know. He's waiting in what is it, Tushita heaven to become a Buddha or something. Okay. Anyway, we can debate it. So he wrote the.
So that might be worthy of a short footnote.
Yeah, he wrote the Abhisamalankara, and then he wrote the Dodegen, which is sutra.
The Jewel of the Sutras, or
Yeah, Sutra Alankara.
Mhm.
And then what's this mean, you guys? Jainami.
It's like the two books of Maitreya, right?
The two discriminating books.
Yeah, the two dividers. And these are two books which include the word J in them, in the title. So two of the five great books of Maitreya are Vibhanga dividers. What are they? Uttanamje?
Separating the middle from the extremes.
Yeah, Madhyanta Vibhanga. What's the other J?
Chudang Chuni.
Yeah, Chudan Chumin.
Yeah, separating what is Dharma, what is from the essence of Dharma.
Yeah, distinguishing between things and their emptiness, really. Okay. And then what was the fifth book called?
Gulama, the Uttara Tantra.
And whenever you say that title, immediately you should say
It doesn't mean Diamond Way.
it's not a tantra. Okay. It's called Uttara Tantra, but it's not a tantra. In this case, tantra just means like flow or something like that. Okay, higher flow or something like that. All right, this lama doesn't mean teacher. This lama means higher. Chunga means what?
The five, well, literally the five dharmas, but it's the five books.
Yeah, the five books of sometimes they're called Jamche Dinga, the five books of Maitreya. Okay. Here's a nice fun part. Word, can you keep with it with Tim? Okay. It's good to have you back, by the way, Tim. It's kind of weird when you're not here for a whole month. And congratulations on finishing your retreat.
Okay.
It's a good retreat.
Yeah, it was a battlefield. That was a good retreat.
Most retreats are battlefields. Oh, okay.
Pakpatok Meki Gendentu Shukpe Yunsela Play Hlai Droke Chikmilo Nacha Sungpa Dila Droke Chikla Milo Nacha Jitar Ongnam Tu Dokpar Mi Jate Mijate Sule.
Nice. Okay, good. What's Pakpa Togme?
Arya Sangha. Well, now he's an Arya?
Yeah, well, he's gonna be soon.
Well, I just wondered, like, does that imply that? Well, anyway, okay, so at some point he became an Arya.
Yeah, it's probably in his biography somewhere. Ganden here means
Tushita heaven, right?
yeah, it doesn't mean Ganden monastery. Yunse means the period, the length of the time. So tse means length, yun means time. So Yunse means how long did a sangha hang out in Tushita Paradise to get these 5 books from Maitreya. How long did it take? Okay. Don't forget that troke means a single morning in the Hla realm
Mhm.
among the devas, equals Lowenhaupt,
50 years.
50 years among humans. If you're a Sangha and you go to listen to a book from Maitreya for a morning in Maitreya's home, by the time you get back, it's 50 years later and all your friends are gone, So, the troke chigla in a single morning, long up to 50 years among humans. You have to say Milo means among humans. Milo up to jita on, How could that be? How could that be? Okay, how could that come? Nyamdu means you might have this dopa. What's dopa, you guys?
Suspicion.
Concern. Yeah.
Yeah, dopa means that or doubt, like I don't see how he could spend 50 years there if it was just one morning. Dopa means you kind of doubt it, And then our author says, dopa mi job, dopa mi job.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
don't
doubt
Doubt it.
don't have this doubt because we can refer to Stanley's book.
it. Probably don't touch it.
我上面就写了，
And Stanley's book
提要点听就可以了。
Hello. Let's
Okay. Okay, Tim, let's read from Abhidhamma. And try to do it in meter, bump, 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 bump.
mi nam ki lo nan chukla.
Good.
Aki lam na le. Okma nam ki nin chak chik.
Good.
Kongma ni ka ni gyuro.
You're a little bit Pinese.
In gyuro.
Okay, good. So among me,
Among the humans,
long up to,
it's 50 among the humans. We're experiencing 50 years or something like
yeah.
that.
And then among the hlas of the Dukam,
Of the desire realm, right?
yeah, among the deities or the pleasure beings of the desire realm. And we're talking the lower ones, Okma,
Okay.
the lowest pleasure beings of the desire realm. For them, that's Ninshak Chik.
That's for them. It's just a single morning.
Yeah, a single. Ninshak usually means a day, but that's okay. Okay. And then this gyur means to multiply. So what do you think it means when they say ni gyur? This like the number ni.
Well, you multiply it by 2.
Yeah, as you go up through the deity realms.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's
So I don't know, in the next realm it's 100 years, and the next realm is 200 years, like that. Okay. So in the lowest realm, you get 50 years in one morning. Okay. All right.
So Ganden is the lowest.
Well, now that's another debate. Okay.
Okay.
So Vishal, is that second yi another way of saying?
Yeah. Komanyika means in the 2 higher realms of the form and formless realm.
Mhm.
And then the second yi is used with multiplication, and it means double. And
So it's purposeful that it doesn't have the
Yeah.
cow suffix.
Exactly. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay. Nick, since you're so interested, why don't you check Tim on the next okay.
She Sung Patar. Gyalchen Rishi Wei Shakchikla. Milo Nacho Ongla. Klane Kongma. Namnin Gir Du. Sung Pe Sumchu Sasumpe. Shakchikla Miloge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milogia.
Okay. Galchen Rishi. This is probably okay. Sorry. Okay. Gyatso Rishi is these four great kings like Vaishravana who live on top of Mount Meru, which is where the desire realm Hlas live. Okay, so it's a way of saying low worldly gods. The lowest worldly gods are the ones at the top of Mount Meru in the human realm. Okay, and that's still desire realm. And then above them is the form realm, and above them or everywhere is the formless realm. So if you talk about the lowest devas, okay, for one of their days, you get Ngapchu years in a human, of a human.
You get 50 years in a human.
Yeah. And then if you go higher, Koma Nam means in the form and the formless realm, deity, devas, Nyingyur, double.
Double.
So if you're going to talk about the heaven of the 33, which is, I guess it's a form realm level, but I thought it was a desire realm level. Anyway, in one 24-hour period there, you're going to get Gya Milos.
In 100 years.
Yeah, 100 human years. Yeah, okay, good. All right. Who's gonna read? Adam, are you there? We got, he might have his microphone off.
Yeah, I'm here again.
Okay, can you check Tim on this next paragraph? Be picky.
Tab Trawe Shakchikla Milo Nigya Ganden Pe Shakchik La Milo Shigya. That doesn't make any sense, Geshe-la.
Why? It doesn't make
it just says that's 400 years in Ganden, but he's in Ganden, but he said 50 years earlier.
We're getting there.
Okay, all right, okay. Pe Shakchikla Milo Shigya Onwe Ganden gi le not droy cha chikla milo natu neparong no.
Good. Okay, good. Tubdel is the next deity level up, the next Deva realm up. It's called Tubdel because they don't fight anymore the way the desire realm Devas do. Okay, so one 24-hour period in the next higher Deva samsara realm is 200 human years. And then when you get to the worldly Ganden, okay, so there's a worldly Ganden and there's a transcendent Ganden. Okay, there's like a samsara Tushita and there's another Tushita. Okay,
And we're supposed to know that just because we're going through the levels.
well, you're gonna get it in the 3rd chapter of Stanley's book when he's 50 years old or something.
Okay, great. Stanley, please stay.
Okay, so Ganden Shak Chikla in a single 24-hour period in Ganden. And it could be the enlightened paradise, I guess, if Maitreya is there. If it's 400 years there, okay. Then he says, in that case, the morning watch, we call the morning watch. Ngato means the morning watch. It means the period of the day, which is morning.
Mhm.
Okay, then that would be Ngapchu for human.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and divide the day into 4 watches or something. Okay, so
right. So it'd be dividing. So he's only there for half the morning.
he was only there for 25% of a day. And a
Right,
whole
but-
day. If he'd been there for a whole day, it would have been. I'm
but-
sorry, you're right. It's 8 watches to a day, I guess. 4 for the night and 4 for the day, and divide 400 by 8. Then he was there for one morning, so that's 50 years. Yeah. So divide the daytime into 4 watches and divide the nighttime into 4 watches.
Okay.
If he had stayed there one night and day, he would have been 400 years.
Okay.
And since he only stayed for a morning watch, he was there for 50 years.
So they just had breakfast together. Okay.
Yeah, they were having a breakfast meeting and he got the 5 books. All right. So our author says, don't think this is an exaggeration. This is backed up by the Abhidharma. Okay. I think Venerable Utpala, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, thank you for working so hard on editing books. I don't know when you sleep, but I'm glad you don't sleep. So just keep going. Okay.
Upala, I'll join you at the 50-year breakfast at Peachtree. All right.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
And make sure we have some cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
Hmm.
They were delicious yesterday, Geshla.
And we're getting it down. Okay. Luckily, they need someone to test them the day before.
Dene, Pakpatokme Chuki, Chuki Dutsi Simne, Samboy Ling to Galway Tenpa Pelchir Jumpana, Nargandan to Yarnjin to Jamkun Gina Sala. Sala.
Napsa.
Actually, you pronounce
Napsa.
the B.
Sala.
Actually, you pronounce the B.
Oh,
It's an exception. Napsa.
Namsa.
Yeah, it's an exception.
That's cool. Nabsala Jude. They Suntrul Ki Jumpa Yin Yang.
Yeah, good. Your pronunciation is quite good, and I appreciate that you're working on it, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so Pakpa Togme is what?
Arya Sangha.
Yeah, Sim is a word that you will see in the Abhidharma, and it means to be satisfied, like you had enough waffles and you're ready to stop.
He had enough. He with the Dutsi. We'll just consider that the cinnamon rolls. He had enough of the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, of the ch.
Of the Dharma.
Yeah, he had enough of the nectar of the Dharma.
Dharma,
He got filled up. He got filled up with the five.
So kind of satiated in a way, like of.
Yeah. And then he thought, I should jumba. I'm going to the end of the second line.
I should go.
I should jumba. This cheer means in order to belwa, the temple.
To spread the teachings.
In order to spread these cool 5 books, I think I'll go back to Zambaling.
I'll go back to the earth.
Yeah. And I will spread the Buddhist teaching there. Okay. So now he says a funny sentence. He says, Ngar, when he went yar to Ganden.
Up?
Yeah, when he went up to Ganden, he had to grab onto, Jew means grab onto.
Right onto the clothes of Maitreya.
Yeah, he had to grab onto the end of Maitreya's robe, and we're lucky it didn't come off, right? And he got to Shida through Zutra.
By a miracle.
Yeah, so it's some kind of magic or something. Okay, Jumba is the high honorific for Drowa. Okay, so to go. So now, if they say Yang, what do you think's coming next? Anticipatory translation.
But he didn't have to grab onto his clothes to come home or something like that.
Good. On the way down, he didn't have to do that. Great. So you just have to fit the words to you, what you know it has to say. Okay, here we go. So please read. Adam, you take him one more time. Be critical. Even if he says something correct, tell him he's wrong.
Samboy Lingtu. Manjo be Sempakpa Tokme Rangni ki Suntru ki Jente Magadai Mag as a place, right?
Yeah, Magada.
Magadayo Dayo. He took when?
Yeah, Embai.
Embe. Naksa Siktu Mangtu Tupe Lomanung Shaitang Che Shukte.
Nice. Okay, good. But when he came Mar to Zambaling,
On his way down to when he went back down to Earth,
yeah, he used his own Zutru.
he used his own powers of miracles. I
Yeah,
guess.
and Jun means he went, and he landed in Magadha, which is I forget, like East India, something like that. And it was a Embe Noctel. Noctel means jungle,
The forest. Okay, yeah.
forest, and Uemba means that nobody was there. It was empty, and but there was a Nyung Lomas there.
There were some kind of students. I don't know what no.
Yeah,
You.
Nyung means just a few, just a couple guys. Okay. But they were Mangdutupa Lomas.
They're many listeners, maybe.
Yeah, they were very learned.
Learn it.
They
Okay.
had a lot of hours of learning. They had gone to many mixed nuts classes.
Okay.
So he lands in a forest with just a few students there, but they are high quality students. Okay. All right. So gang, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, good to see you. By the way, I'm going to answer your email very soon. Okay.
Very soon in human years or Tushita years.
That's
Oh,
my,
that's
if I live in Yoshida, it might be 50 years for you. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Please check, Mr. Tim.
Te
Please
takla.
make mistake.
I will try my best. Te takla tekpa chenpoi lamgi pa tenpe.
Lamgi rimpa.
Oh, I'm sorry, missed that. Lamgi rimpa tenpe. And that wasn't on purpose, Sugang. I'm sorry.
My apology.
Te tak tam che ki supa top ching sutru tang nung par shepa gya chenpo topte tenpe chawa gya cher nupa shatak chungwe ne te la chuki mugyu
Milgu. Yeah, Milgu.
mugyu
Hey, Seiji, I think that's your mom's name.
gunpa gon is it gon yeah gonpa shedrakpar
Gunpa.
gunpa shedrakpar chunjung okay chunjung gashik leshe.
Nice. Okay, good. Then he taught them something, Tim, in the first line here. What did he teach those few smart guys in the forest?
He taught them Lam Rim of the Mahayana Lam Rim.
Now, why would he teach them Lam Rim if he got the 5 books?
Because they weren't ready for the 5 books.
This biographer is Yongzhen Yeshigyansen, I think. He's writing a biography of the masters of the Lam Rim. And he's gonna, every chance he gets, he's gonna stick Lam Rim in the book, you know. So there you go. Okay. He taught the roots of the Lam Rim, let's say, to those guys in the forest. They all supatop.
They all achieved. Is this master?
Yeah,
In the
it is
sense-
mastery.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they in the path of preparation, right?
Yeah, they reached mastery. It doesn't mean they were patient and they didn't get upset that he's teaching them. Okay, yeah, okay, good. And they all got,
Miracle powers.
yeah, Zutru, they all got Ngunshe,
They all got direct realizations.
Clairvoyance.
clairvoyance, big ones, Gachambo. And because of that, they were Nupa to make the teachings Gyache.
They were able to spread the
Nice.
teachings wide. Yeah.
Yeah, Shatak means each and every one of them. Okay, it's an idiom. Shatak, Chungwei, and therefore, in future years, that part of the forest was always referred to as Nyuka Gumba.
Like the monastery or the place of, I don't know what Mugu means.
The wilderness of bamboo.
You could say sprouts, but you could say it was the bamboo monastery. You see, the bamboo monastery, and it has two meanings. You can say that the sprout of the Dharma monastery, or that they didn't build a monastery, they were sitting under the trees and it was like a monastery. I think that's a beautiful image, right? Okay. And Chunjung is a genre of literature. Who can tell me?
It has another meaning too, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's like some
History.
Yeah, something.
Bodhisattva way of life.
Chunjung means a religious history book.
Okay.
It's not it's not Chujung. Chujuk. Gashi Glaishe means there's a couple of religious history books you can read that describe that people referred to that place in the forest as the monastery under the trees or something like that. You see, it's very beautiful. Okay. The monastery of the trees. Okay, what's that say, Tim?
Oh, no, I want more. Okay.
No more easy stuff. Let's go to the real book. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. I think we have some time to do some, right?
Yeah, we have almost 20 minutes, I think.
All right, here we go. Too much. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're still gotta get Maria and Peter to help us get this book. Okay. By the way, Tim, I think I located a copy in Mongolia.
Cool.
Which would be easier. I'm working on it. Okay. Please read. Tim, I have a proposal. You choose somebody else to read and you check them. How's that?
All right. Oh, this is great. Francisco, hi.
Francisco.
I did that on purpose. Francisco is in the background. He is managing all the tech, all the organization.
Thank you, Francisco.
Everything that makes it possible for everyone else, bring the translators together, everything like that. So thank you, Francisco, for taking that really ungracious project on.
Yeah, he came to Sedona. We had a good time together. Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Tim's checking.
Kachik, Hinta Iro,
Shinte Sul, Sun.
Shinyana,
Mhm.
Hinta Iro, Yedinpa,
So it's Sunche.
Funshe,
Mhm.
Yapa Ta Yaru, Naking Tam, Kaching Tai Troibet Yingpa Hir.
Yin Peicher.
Okay, good. Okay. Nice, Francisco. Thank
job.
you. That's very brave. Kachik. So Tim, if somebody is a Zin of the Shindesu,
It's
they
a,
must be a J of the Shindesu.
oh, that doesn't make any sense. Like well, it could. If you're a holder, I mean, we use the word early on as a marketer, but someone who follows the innovator's teachings.
Yeah,
Right.
good. If you are a person who keeps the innovator's teachings,
Holds
then
it,
you must always be
an innovator yourself.
the one who innovated those teachings. Okay. Okay. Then, by the way, any time, and we wrote this in the introduction to Sugeng's book, when you're reading one of these debate manuals, if you're just reading it, if you're just sitting in the class, when you hear the kachik, when you hear the first debate, the opening debate, don't fall asleep. Try to think of a counterexample. Try to think of a counterexample. I'll give an example. Okay, you ready? All fruits are orange. If it's a fruit, it must be orange color. And then when you're listening in the class, you should think in your mind, what's an exception? And you can think of apple, okay, a red apple or a green apple. Okay, so already, if you're a good student in this class, you should be thinking of someone who is holding an innovator's teaching, but who didn't start the innovator's teaching. Okay, cool. Who's that? Well, let's go see. Kabatao. Okay, if someone's keeping an innovative teaching, they must be the person who started that innovative teaching, because every one of the Gendrug and the Chokni.
All the six, there's 6 people, right? There's six
Yeah,
jewels, and then the two
the two supremes.
supreme.
Yeah. So there's 8 famous teachers, and they are referred to as the 6 jewels and the big 2.
Mhm.
Okay? And all of them
Are innovators.
were innovators. So were they keepers of the innovation? They must have been.
Well, if you're an innovator, you would be a keeper of the.
Well, we'll see.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Do you have to be a keeper of an innovation to be a starter of an innovation? And if you are a starter of an innovation, are you always a keeper? Let's think about it. Okay, here we go.
Let's see here. Svetlana.
Hello. De tau tu pe ten la shin ke solto ne she sung pe chir cena makiab.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, and then he quotes a book to prove his point. Okay, this debater quotes a book to prove his point. And we have to go find that quotation. And here it is. Oh, by the way, Tim, let's start with this list of who is the 6 jewels and who are the 2 high ones. Okay.
All right.
Can you have someone read this paragraph?
Sure, Lindsay.
Yay, Lindsay.
Well, Ya drug chog ni clue
Lu.
gru tong
Ludrup.
ludrup tong akpala ho med bi nye
Is it? How do you? It's yeek, right?
Yikyan.
yikian
Yeah.
hyog lang
Joklang.
cho rag
Ch.
che chug rag ka rang drug tong se pe
Pen pay.
se what is it
Pen with a tenpei.
tempeh, thank you. Sawa chog tu gir pa dul we de no la
Ne. De ne.
de ne la shin tu pa
K.
ke pe lo do shakya otang yotan od na ni what's the one before the ni? The one with the,
It's Nini.
it's Nini, okay. Choni so.
Okay, nice. Very good. Lindsay, did you do a retreat also?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to congratulate you, but I take it back. Okay. So here's a list from the Great Dictionary, which is a very good source, usually. of the 6 jewels and the 2 supremes. So Tim, who are the 6 jewels?
Six jewels, Nagarjuna,
Good.
Aryadeva,
Yeah,
Asanga,
good,
Vasubandhu,
good,
Big Naga,
good,
and then Dharmakirti.
good. Those are the 6 jewels in this world. And then there's the 2 supremes, and he says they are supreme because they are the root of all the teachings. And what is the root of all the teachings? It's Dulwa.
Vinaya.
Yeah,
That's-
Vinaya. So when we say the 2 supremes, we mean the 2 guys who are upholding the highest of all the teachings, because it's the root of all the teachings is good behavior. So Dulwa Denula Shindakepa, super wise in the Vinaya. Shakya, and I don't know his name that well, Shakya Prabha here. Okay, and then Yundan, which is who?
Muna Prabha.
Guna Prabha, yeah, who was the author of the Vinaya Sutra. Okay, so those are the 8 guys we're talking about. By the way, would you consider these guys innovators, Tim? In your offhand, just
Offhand.
guess. I don't know.
I mean, not based on our definition entirely, but some of them are pretty cool. No, actually, they're all pretty cool.
Yeah, I think like the Guardian is considered an
Yeah,
innovator. Right?
he is, and so is Asanga. But they're all really, they've all added a lot of cool things.
Yeah, and would you say they have kept the innovations?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. Let's go see. All right. That's some more. I went and just confirmed that the dictionary is right. Sometimes the Great Dictionary is not correct. It's an easy source, and it's sometimes not correct. I had a case recently. So he says here, he says there's a verse that starts with people who started a system, okay, of the Buddhist teaching. Shingde Sultu means they started off a system.
Mhm.
And he's quoting poetry. Tupe tenla shingde sutune. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so we went to find the poetry. We found the poetry. Here's the poetry. It's from, who's this name here? Tim.
Rendawa.
Yeah, that's Tsongkhapa's teacher, a Sakya master named Rendawa, and he's Tsongkhapa's teacher. Later, he became Tsongkhapa's student. Yeah, very unusual case in history where the teacher became the student. And his personal name, his ordination name was Shunu Lodru. Okay, that's his ordination name. And there's his dates. He's born about 8 years before Tsongkhapa.
Does his name mean is like young intelligence?
Yeah, it is. Shunu means young, and Lodru means intelligence. Yeah.
It's a nice name.
Rendao, I think, is a place name. I'm not sure. Okay. The guy from Rendao, I guess. I don't know. So in his poetry, this quotation by Kirupdhamma Darge is from the poetry of Rendawa, who was Tsongkhapa's teacher and his student. And let's read the whole verse, okay? And who are you gonna pick on, Tim?
Let's have a look here. Oscar.
Yay, Oscar.
Hola. Tupei ten la shintei sultune. Kiegu nam la lekpei lam tumpa.
Nice,
Samling tseche samling yen trukla.
nice.
Tak tukupei jiki chakselo. Yen trukla tupa ndini.
Nice, nice. Okay, so nice. You got the meter correct. I like it. So these guys, Sultu means they started a system.
Mhm.
They initiated a system of the wagon in the Buddhist teaching. Okay, And then they tumba the lam to many kewos.
They taught the path to
Yeah,
to all
many
the
living beings. Yeah, good. Gu is an unusual word. It should have been spelled DGU. And it just means all living beings. Okay. Then he says, you guys are the 6 jewels in this world because you zeparche this world.
because you I don't remember that word.
This
Beautiful.
zepa means what is
Beautify.
it?
Beautify.
Yeah, you beautify. Your existence on this planet makes the planet more beautiful. Therefore, we call you the jewels or the jewelry of planet Earth. Yeah, okay. Dr. Gubeyiki Chaktalo, I bow down to you with great respect, okay? In my heart, okay? Now, this verse implies that those 6 guys are all
Innovators.
innovators, yeah. And they're also Sun Zin.
Right. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, so we're exploring what's the Mushi Musum between Xingde Suje and Xingde Sun Zin. Okay, what's the Mushi Musum between? Do you have to be an innovator to hold an innovation in the world?
Mhm.
And can you hold an innovation in the world having started that innovation? And if we take these 6 great Buddhist teachers, are they all innovators, or are some of them just upholding an innovation that was done by somebody else? Are they the inventor of the Tesla, or are they the copycat of the Tesla? Okay. All right.
Well, could we say the driver of it? I mean, are they is it are we thinking, is this the sin as a copy of it, or is it someone who's using it but not setting forth a new system?
Well, here's his answer. Okay, here's our answer to the debater.
Mhm.
He says, if they're keeping somebody's innovation, are they necessarily an innovator? Okay, and we say, well, why do you ask that? And he says, well, because those 6 jewels and those 2 supreme guys, they are all innovators.
Mhm.
And we know they also kept the innovation.
Mhm.
And then we say, why do you think that all 6 of them are innovators? Why do you say that? And he says, look, I didn't say that. Rendawa said that. You know, if he's good enough to be Tsongkhapa's teacher, maybe he's correct. You know, he's the one who called them all innovators. Okay.
We say Makyab. Okay.
What's that makyab mean?
It's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, Rendawa called them, Jetson Rendawa called them innovators, but that doesn't mean they're technically innovators. Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right.
Just
Yes.
a couple minutes left, Geshe-la.
All right. Before I take my nap, right? Okay. Nick, I mean, ethically, can I take 2 naps today? I don't know.
Ethically, yes.
All right. Me and Amelie going down twice. All
We'll
right, let's
see.
start the next. So we had a good time with Nick and Amelie, and Aaron came to our house. We ate and played for a long time. By the way, Grandma and Granddad were crashed after that.
I can imagine. She's,
All right, let's just read the next sentence we got 2 minutes, Tim. Why not read it for good luck? Okay.
Okay. Kachik. Dodupa te tri gaetong pale. Loksu dren rikpatal. Dudun rinchen trengwale. Nuntok yenki sheja sawe dola. Dola nampar gur chene. Gur chene. Dodupa dupe dupar sumpe cheer. Sernamakyab.
Yeah, good. Kachik. So they're getting into a very it's a nasty subject, and it's a very necessary subject, because when you say perfection of wisdom, Borobolamido or Prajna Paramita, it's just super confusing. It's really confusing. What's the Prajna Paramita literature? If the Abhisamankara, if the greatest book by Maitreya and the Sangha is supposed to be a summary of the Prajna Paramita, right? If it's supposed to give us then what is the Prajna Paramita? Okay, and it's a very interesting topic, and I'll show you something. I think we have 1 minute. Okay, I know. Can you see my screen?
No, it's just the text.
No.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let me go back here. I'm gonna get out and come back. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the database. Here's the mixed nuts database, and here's the Kangyur, and here's all the divisions of the Kangyur. Okay, here. And I wasn't planning to do this, but I think it's fun. Let me see. Let me get rid of this. Okay. All right. Here's the ALL database. And here's all of the sections in the Kangyur. These are all the teachings of Lord Buddha, 990 surviving books. All of them typed in by the ALL people. There are 12 categories of all the Buddhist teachings. 13 here is the catalog. So we have 12 categories. And look how many of the categories relate to the perfection of wisdom. Here's the perfection of wisdom in, here's the perfection of wisdom in 100,000 lines. Here's the perfection of wisdom in 25,000 lines, which is called 20,000 lines, which is confusing. Here's the perfection of wisdom in 8,000 lines. Here's the perfection of wisdom in 18,000 lines. Here's the perfection of wisdom in 10,000 lines. Here's the little perfections of wisdom that includes the diamond cutter and the heart sutra, for example. So you've got six huge sections of Lord Buddha's teaching. By the way, you can do this. The last one ends in 43. The first one starts in 8. So there's 30, 43, 38, 35 or 36 different perfection of wisdom sutras. Okay. And the debate next time, which Tim is going to get ready for us next time. Can you guys see the text now?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's trying to say, look, if Maitreya was teaching a summary of the perfection of wisdom, which perfection of wisdom was it? Okay. And we'll get to that debate next time. So Tim, maybe you can try to translate that part.
Okay.
And I would do the next kachik also, okay?
Okay.
That's the opening lines of the Abhisamankara.
Oh, we're there finally.
Kind of. Not really. All right. Okay, you guys, I'll see you. What time, Nick? Arizona World Central Time.
4:30 Sedona Standard Time.
All right.
4:30 p.m. You guys get a day off from yoga today, so
Yay!
rest. But starting tomorrow, we're going to have yoga twice a day in the morning after these morning sessions, and then in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Sedona time before the afternoon classes. So we're offering it for your health and convenience twice a day. So try to take advantage. We have some really wonderful yoga teachers for you. And also, I just want to announce real quick, for those of you who are interested in learning the language, Dr. Word is going to be teaching beginner Tibetan at 4 a.m. Sedona time.
Oh God.
Tell me if I'm wrong, word, and then like a Tibetan grammar and a more intermediate Tibetan class at 5 a.m. Sedona time. So take advantage of that. He's a wealth of knowledge and a really good teacher. And he will get you up to the pace of reading along with us and understanding with us. So
Nick,
you're also welcome to watch the classes, and you will learn a lot, even if you're not learning the language. So either way, please keep tuning in to as much as you can. Enjoy the classes. And if you want to learn the language, those options are available.
And we'd like to thank all the translators. I know it's not, I mean, your head must be exploding, but we're very grateful for you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Geshe
you,
Michael. Thank you for
Geshe.
keeping believing in us all and doing this.
Yeah. Those books are coming out. They are amazing. They are just, and nobody's done anything like that for 1400 years. So you guys are cool. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. See you soon.
Take a nice break. Have 2 naps, please.
Yeah.
Strictly
Neonapolis.
compelled.
Okay. Okay. Bye, you guys.
Thanks, Geshe.
All right. Bye, everybody.
bye.
She looked different. She looks different, like more